I'd like to call the meeting of the Scotch Plains Fanwood Board of Education to order, and we will take attendance. Mrs. Bauer? Here. Mrs. Boroff? Here. Dr. Clancy? Here. Mr. Murray?
Here.
Mrs. Suriani?
Here.
Mrs. Winkler?
Here.
Quorum is present. Stand for the salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Based on the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law, the notice of this meeting has been published in the Scotch Plains Times and with the Township Clerk of Scotch Plains and the Borough Clerk of Fanwood in the annual notice of regularly scheduled meetings as adopted March 29, 2018. First, I'd like to report on the school election results. There were 3 positions open this year for Scotch Plains and none for Fanwood. The total votes cast were 11,389 out of a total registered voters of 18,087. There were 5 candidates running for a 3-year term. Alphonse Akins received 2,633 votes. Deborah Brody received 3,396 votes. Sean Foley received 2,604 votes. Karen Kulikowski received 3,706 votes, and Tanya Williams received 3,174 votes. I'd now like to ask Deb Brody, Karen Kulikowski, and Tanya Williams to step forward to be administered the oath of office. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Karen Kulikowski,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and I will, I'm sorry, you're supposed to have your right hand raised. And that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States and this state,
and to the governments established in the United States and this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I state your name.
I, Deborah Kulikowski,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
for the office of member of the Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19-4-1
as pursuant to RS 19-4-1,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime
listed or offense listed in NJS 18A
or offense listed in NJS 18A 12-1,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. You can now take your seats at the table.
Wait for the shuffle. Hasn't been bad.
I'm back.
That's why.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you pass this down to Tanya? I'll need that back. I'll need those back with your signatures.
Okay.
Now that we have 9 members on the board, I'd like to ask for nominations for president for the Board of Education for the calendar year 2019.
I'd like to nominate Karen Kulikowski.
Thank you, Nancy. I will second.
Thank you, Cindy.
Are there any other nominations? Okay, nominations are closed. This will be a roll call vote. Dr. Kulikowski. Oh, no, that's, I'm sorry. Mrs. Bauer.
Yes.
Dr. Clancy.
Yes.
Mrs. Boroff.
Yes.
Mrs. Brody.
Yes.
Dr. Kulikowski.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Mrs. Suriani.
Yes.
Mrs. Williams.
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler.
Yes.
Vote is unanimous, and Dr. Kulikowski is president of the board. I will now pass the gavel to you to run the meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Hayes. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your nomination, Nancy, and I appreciate everybody's vote of confidence. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on. Now we have to find a vice president. Yes. Okay. Are there any nominations for vice president?
I'd like to nominate Evan Murray.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
Amy, thank you. Are there any other nominations for vice president? Okay, then, Mrs. Saradecki, will you please call the roll for a vote?
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes.
Mrs. Bauer?
Yes.
Mrs. Boroff?
Yes.
Mrs. Brody?
Yes.
Dr. Clancy?
Yes.
Dr. Kulikowski?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mrs. Suriani?
Yes.
Welcome to the frozen tundra.
I started here. Years ago. So wait, that means you sit over here? Yep.
Probably shouldn't have shown up today. Short straw. That's what happens.
Thank you, everybody, for electing Evan as the vice president.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations and good luck.
And Karen? Yes. On behalf of all of us, I'd like to thank you both very much for agreeing to take these offices on and all the work that it entails. We really thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving right along. Official newspapers and publication for public notices. I move that the Board of Education pursuant to the New Jersey State Statute, Chapter 1 and 2, Title 3, relating to newspaper publications, legal notices, officially approves the Times, Star Ledger, and the Alternative Press, or TAP, for the official publications for all district official legal public notices for the remainder of the school year.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. Adoption of the existing board policies and curricula. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I move that the board adopt the policies and rules and regulations currently in effect in the policy manual. And I move that the board adopt the school district curriculum as previously approved by the board.
Second.
Any discussion?
We're approving curriculum.
We need a roll call?
Yeah.
Yes. Ms. Zaradaki, would you please call the roll?
Ms. Winkler?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mrs. Boroff?
Yes.
Mrs. Brody?
Yes.
Dr. Clancy?
Yes.
Mrs. Suriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Dr. Kulikowski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bauer?
Yes. Motion carries. Okay, item number 7, to review and adopt the board member code of ethics. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I move that the board reviews and adopts the New Jersey School Board Member Code of Ethics.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Number 8, the delegate for the Union County School Board.
I would like to nominate Amy Winkler.
Amy, do you accept?
Yes.
Is there anybody else that would like to be the representative for the Union County School Board? Seeing no one. Mrs. Saradaki, do we have to vote on this, or is it just?
Yes.
Okay. Then will you please call the roll for the vote?
Is it a roll call or not?
No, it's just,
Just a regular motion?
Oh, just a
Regular
motion. Oh, okay. So all those in favor?
Aye.
we need a motion in a second.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so Amy has been nominated. Is there a second?
Second.
Who made the motion?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Okay.
Got it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Okay, motion passes. Thank you, Amy. Next,
Past and present.
excuse me?
I just said past and present.
Number 9, a delegate for the New Jersey School Boards.
I'd like to nominate Amy Boroff.
Thank you, Nancy. Amy, do you accept?
I do.
Yes. Thank you. Is there any other?
Second.
Can we have a second for Amy Boroff?
Second.
Thank you. Is there anybody else interested in that position? No? Seeing no one? Can I have everybody's vote of favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion carries. Congratulations, Amy Boroff. Next, we have the Union County Educational Services Commission. This is the representative for the Assembly. And I believe, Cindy, you've done that in the past.
I'd like to nominate Dr. Clancy.
Thank you, Nancy. Cindy, you're going to continue then?
Yes.
A second.
All right, thank you, Evan, for second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, for some other board business, number 11, retired board attorney. There's some additional hours. Can I make the motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, thank you.
I move that the board approve payment to Cap BAME for a maximum of 6 hours for an Oprah case currently in process at the hourly rate of $230.
There's a second?
Second.
Thank you, Tanya. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. New board attorney. Can I have a motion? Deb?
Move that the Board of Education approves the board attorney appointment of Douglas M. Silvestro, Esquire, of the law firm of the Bush Law Group, LLC, located at 450 Main Street, Metuchen, New Jersey, 08840. The agreement is effective as of January 1st, 2019 through January 2nd, 2020, with a maximum of 150 hours at a pay rate of $165 per hour for a total cost of $24,750 between January 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2019.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Amy. Any discussion? We need a roll call for this?
I don't believe so.
Okay, all those in favor?
I would just like to thank the committee because they put in a lot of work, and I think we made a good choice. So,
Thank you,
thank you to the
Nancy.
committee for the hard work.
I agree with you, Nancy. Everybody did a fine job of reviewing all the materials. and
Interviewed a lot of
materials.
firms.
Yeah.
So,
Take his chair down.
we got to vote.
I think we should do it.
Yes.
Can I just ask a question? It's through June 30th because it's a calendar year appointment?
The contract that we have with them currently will be for a full year, but we're only approving the dollars through June 30th, and then we'll approve new dollars in June for the balance of the school year.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Good question.
Okay. Mrs. Saradaki, would you please do the roll call vote?
Sure. Mrs. Brody?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes.
Mrs. Boroff?
Yes.
Dr. Clancy?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Mrs. Suriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Dr. Kulikowski?
Yes.
Mrs. Bauer?
Yes.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd just like to thank the whole board for putting their trust in myself and my law firm, and I hope to serve all of you well.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, number 13, change order for EI Associates. Can I have a motion?
I'll make,
Go ahead.
make the motion. I move that the Board of Education approves the change order by EI Associates in the amount of $12,600 for the maintenance and dance yoga studio at the high school. Funding will be withdrawn from unspent contingency funds HVAC high school project.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Amy.
I can explain that if you'd like.
I was just going to say, is there any discussion?
Our architect left off 2 important sections, well, actually 3, but one they're going to do at no charge when we do these other 2. They left off our classroom that's used for effective school solutions, and they left out the dance yoga studio and the maintenance room. And in order to complete the project, there's enough money left in what was already appropriated because we did not need to spend contingency funds on the project. So it should be completed within the amount that's already been approved by the board. But this is the additional fee for them working up the engineering plans to complete the work at the high school.
Thank you, Ms. Saradaki.
Sorry, I think you
Any
should
other
say
questions about that?
The maintenance and the dance shows. Yeah. Otherwise, it sounds like it's all one spot. Okay, good.
Okay. If there's
I'll
no
add
further
there.
questions?
Actually, I do. So is this for the architect, the $12,600, and then there's additional costs for the additional air?
Yes,
Okay.
and that should be covered in the contingency.
Okay.
So I won't need to come to you for that.
It's already
It's already been approved in costs for the HVAC project, but because this is additional professional services, I brought it to the board.
Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay. Remarks for the good of the order. Happy New Year, everyone. Glad to be back.
Well, it feels good to be sitting over here again. A while, so. And congratulations to Karen and Evan.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Hayes, any?
No, I congratulate all of the board members who were reelected. I think it's helpful for our district to have the continuity of leadership. I'd like to thank Nancy for her years of service as board president. Nancy has done an outstanding job as board president, and we have great faith in Karen ascending to the presidency and Evan for vice president. Thank you. Okay.
Anybody else? Okay. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to come forward and share a few words? Come right to the podium, please. State your name and the town in which you live in.
Anthony Carter, Fanwood, New Jersey. And just briefly, and I would like to say congratulations to Deb, Karen, and Tanya
Thank
for
you.
running successful campaigns. You've done a good job in your past term, and I know you're going to redouble your efforts to do even better in your next term, which if that can be done, because you guys have really done a great job. And I want to thank the rest of the board for you guys volunteering your time. And for those you get paid a couple bucks, I want to thank you also. Doug, congratulations on being the new attorney. And, you know, on behalf of our students, I have 2 students that attend also, and countless others who I'm close to. And from our Fanwood Borough Council and our mayor, I want to congratulate you also. And thank you, and look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you to all. Happy New Year also.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. Thank you. Is there anybody else in the audience that would like to have a few words? No? Seeing no one, and no one else has any comments, then I would like to remind everybody of our upcoming meetings. Thursday, January 24th, it will be our open agenda meeting. Thursday, January 31st will be our regular public meeting. And then February 21st, another open agenda meeting. February 28th, regular public meeting. And if there's no other comment or question, then I'd like to have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
No, there's no abstentions. Meeting adjourned.